Nobody fucking cares. Like, honestly.
It's got one of your flyers.
Alright, let's give it away.
See, and here's another example.
We know.
Do you realize the insensitivity of
Hey,
you
can you
filming
get
a
her out of
spot next to a homeless person sleeping on the street in Seattle?
Yeah, hey, we're in the middle of an interview.
We're in a public
Are you
space.
from here?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
come
we're all
here?
from Seattle.
Then why are you
Hey, can you get out of our
filming
interview,
your
please?
fucking bullshit spot next to a homeless person sleeping on the street?
Why are you so important that you need a personal security guard? He
Actually-
looks like he needs personal security guard just because of the mustache. But you? I don't know, man.
Businesses go around and actually try to shut me down from entering and everything like
You're a
that.
piece of shit.
Oh, am I? Well, you want to elaborate on that?
No,
So why is he a piece of shit?
because you're a piece of shit.
Really? That's great
Why am I doing
evidence.
that?
Because you're a racist, transphobic, homophobic piece of shit.
Wow, I love how you just read the flyer. That's really intelligent.
Hey everybody,
YouTube channel.
these are the InfoWars piece of shit.
Funny.
We're InfoWars? Okay, we're not even InfoWars.
These guys, transphobic,
Anyways, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is ridiculous.
right here, both of them, right here.
So wait,
They were just showing their flyers right here that they were tearing down yesterday.
Hey, look, we're getting famous.
That's right here. Let me take that for you.
So this flyer here has actually been posted 101 different times.
In my
plus.
neighborhood. I live in
And
Capitol Hill.
yeah, and he's taken down every single one of them. And
So what girl did you date and piss off?
It's not actually, like I said, it's the group, they have their flag right there. It's Antifa. They actually have now...
I know Antifa.
Yeah, they've actually
I listen to
doxed
Rogan.
my job now. They've caused me to lose work now because of this. They've broken into my car. They've jumped me 3 times and beat my ass. Because I am a conservative, I actually do security for these guys because they're an independent YouTube channel that goes around, does like conservative viewpoints for people around Seattle.
Well-minded people.
Big time, yeah. And the thing is that I can't even go to these bars down here now because actually Antifa members are bouncers at these bars and they've seen these flyers and they like last night I came in to 4 different bars and I was removed from 3 of them, not causing a problem. I literally just got removed due to the fact the bouncer club goes, "You're ZAC Staggs." I go, "Unfortunately, that's my name." Like, and they're like, "Well, you got to go, and all your groups got to go with you." And then I'm like, "Why is that?" And they're like, "Well, you're a Proud Boy and you're a piece of shit. And you need to get the fuck out of
Dude,
here."
it's not because of that. It's because you have a fucking awesome mustache.
That's what I've been trying to tell him.
That's
Just
what
like,
you've been saying. He knows.
Yeah, I'm like this mustache. You guys are just jealous of this thing. But at the end of the day, though, it's kind of getting
Everyone wants a
frustrating,
thick
you know.
stash,
Like,
dude.
but actually Antifa's even they labeled me as the muscled, porn stashed asshole Nazi that walks around Seattle. That's they label the mustache in there when they talk about me and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is that I've ripped down 101 of these flyers now. 4 of them actually said to kill me personally. Oh, wow. And with being jumped by like three different times by like about 6 people now. Who knows? I mean, you can walk the street one day and the Antifa members jump out of a car and shoot me or hit me with a baseball bat in the back of the head and I'm done. You know what I mean? Just because I am a conservative, all the time now. The police department are handcuffed because Antifa doesn't identify as an organization. They identify as a news network. But in reality, they are an organization and they go around, and I'm not the only one. They've been doing this to conservatives all over the country. Yeah. And I mean, the other day we did a video shoot in Westlake and they actually came out and milkshaked one of our security guards.
yeah.
What is that?
So basically, taking a milkshake, you like literally go down the Dick's down the street, take a milkshake, and just dump it on you.
Why would you waste a good milkshake
Hey,
like
it's
that?
free, right?
What the fuck? How can you do that, man? Oh, love a chocolate shake. Hate to see it go to waste.
You guys crack me up. I love you guys. This is awesome. So,
Well, you know what? Regardless, on a serious note,
Yeah. Regardless.
part of being American is being able to understand differing viewpoints.
Exactly.
And I understand that. And whether you're liberal, conservative, independent, you should be able to understand that people can have their own opinion.
Right.
And so
Exactly.
I'm very sorry that someone would do this to you.
So this guy, as you guys can clearly see, is a coward. We're actually coming out here. I was actually banned from this bar last night for simply being Zachary Staggs. They didn't give me an explanation other than we refuse our right to refuse service to anybody. It is that guy right there. We were doing an interview across the street just a second ago, and the fact of the matter is he was standing on this side where we're at now, snapping pictures of me like I am a domestic terrorist or something like that. And it's just kind of, like I said, we can run my public criminal record. I have about 2 or 3 speeding tickets on record, and that's it. I'm not a violent person. I actually love and support the community. And the fact of the matter is that the way they can go around and slander my name with these flyers and businesses go around and actually try to shut me down from entering and everything like that.
You're a piece of shit.
Oh, am I? Well, you want to elaborate on that?
No,
So why is he a piece of shit?
because you're a piece of shit.
Really? That's
No,
great
how am I a piece of
evidence.
shit, though?
Because you're a racist, transphobic, homophobic piece of shit.
Wow, I love how you just read the flyer. That's really intelligent.
Oh wow, my eyes aren't that good. I couldn't read that. I
why
just
would
knew
they
that
put- why
from
would they
just
post that
general
about you?
information, girl.
Because I do security for a conservative YouTube channel.
Piece of shit.
Okay, no,
he's a
no,
piece of
you
shit,
do you do security for a conservative
Hey,
what?
everybody,
YouTube channel.
These are the
Okay.
InfoWars piece of shit.
Funny.
We're Infowars?
These guys,
Okay, we're not even
We
Infowars.
got Infowars. We make a
These
lot of
guys,
money.
transphobic,
Anyways,
homophobic,
see, this is what I'm talking about. This is
racist,
ridiculous.
Right
That-
here, right here, both of them, right here.
So wait,
They're right there. They were just showing their flyers right here that they were tearing down last night.
Hey, look,
That's
we're getting
it.
famous.
That's right. Here, let me take that for you. Oh, here, mate. Because you're a piece of shit. That's a piece of shit.
Are you not going to snatch
Tickets for Coachella.
No.
Yeah, it's a gotcha.
What's your Infowars though?
No.
We're not even Infowars.
Right there behind you.
We're not Infowars.
Hey, you're not allowed to touch our flyer there, bro.
I'm okay, bro. Stop. I can snatch whatever the fuck
No,
I
it's
want.
actually
That's
illegal.
all over-
It's
all over
illegal.
the poster.
It's my
Hey, I think
property,
that you
bro.
just
Did you
back
take it
off
off
right
the
now.
poster though last night? Because
Hey,
I have a picture of you taking out the
excuse me.
poster.
Oh, that's
last
cool,
night.
bro.
suggest you
Yeah,
back
Why would you
off
just go?
right now.
You need to go.
Back off right
Back
now. You
off.
suggest
Get out of
that?
here.
Do you suggest
Yeah, I
it?
suggest that.
You suggest
Really?
it.
I got
Hey,
two
You're
great
a
security guards here.
transphobic, racist.
Oh yeah,
piece of
I'm the
shit.
transparent.
Where's your evidence?
Stop.
Where's your evidence?
Stop.
Evidence.
It's on the
You
internet,
trying to
girl.
help
All
stop.
over it.
Internet? Oh, you
Yeah,
believe
I
everything
don't-
you see on the internet?
Okay, wait. So
Yeah, that's what I
because you have openly stated that you are a security
A
conservative group.
If anything,
So
I'm
what does
the
that
one who's
conservative
being
group stand
Oh,
for?
We actually stand
Oh,
for
no,
freedom
the
of
trip.
speech,
Okay,
the Constitution.
So-
What do you call it? Freedom for everybody.
Oh, no.
We literally,
Really?
yes.
A
No, there's
conservative
no
youth
tolerance for intolerance, you ignorant
Stands
piece of
for-
shit.
stands
Ignorant
for,
piece of shit.
like an open
Ignorant
gay
piece of
community.
shit.
Yes, correct.
Ignorant
Yeah, I
piece of
support
shit.
the
Ignorant piece
LGBTQ
of shit.
community.
Okay, so, and you
Transphobic,
support women's
racist,
rights, and you support
Infowars
gay
piece of
marriage.
shit
I
right
sure do.
here.
Okay, then
I have
so
gay
why
friends.
would you
We're
be
not even
associated with the
Infowars, bro.
conservative youth group?
Well, then why were you wearing
It's a
the
youth
suit
group.
yesterday?
No, okay, so but a
Oh,
conservative
yeah,
group
okay,
by
what
its
shirt? Then
nature
why were you turning down the
stands
posters
against the
yesterday?
community that you guys are up here
because it's
patrolling.
slander.
I have a lot of liberal
running
beliefs.
fucking
Infowars,
security
piece of shit.
for whatever that dude
Infowars,
that's jumped up here
transphobic,
and was trying to
racist piece of
cause.
shit right
Look,
here.
everyone
If you
knows
wanted
what
to
your
see it,
stance
there they
is,
are.
and you guys are looking to cause
Transphobic,
conflict.
racist piece
And
of
you guys
No,
are
we're
looking
not.
to
That's
We're looking to
okay.
provoke an
Okay.
intelligent conversation. That's what we're trying to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay. So
Obviously, you have no tolerance. You see the way he's
I
acting?
don't,
That's not
not for
yeah. See,
intolerance.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't.
We have tolerance.
I don't have to have tolerance for
I
intolerance.
don't see me waving my
You
hand
guys
in
are
race faces.
transphobic pieces of shit.
Am I?
Transphobic
Am I?
pieces of shit.
Look.
You are a
Pride month. Pride month, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Pride
You are.
month.
That's a fucking disgusting piece of shit. I know.
Exactly.
Transphobic piece of shit.
for a plastic flag, that means you're tolerant of them?
No, I'm just saying is I support.
Transphobic pieces of
Okay,
shit.
so what are your viewpoints on the
Okay.
trans community? As
I
an
said,
Infowars?
we're not Infowars, first of all. We're OperationColdFront. We're a conservative YouTube channel. We have no affiliations with Infowars. No, we're not looking.
Actually, we're not looking for a fight. We're looking for a conversation. Correction.
You guys are conservative.
I support the trans community. I support the LGBT community. I support the gay community. I have gay and trans friends personally myself in my life who love me.
Rhetoric, but okay, let's keep going.
I'm just saying you're asking this. So,
I mean, you are, but
so why would you
people, when
consider me?
they say-
Why would you consider me a homophobe or trans? You don't even know me. I've never seen you before.
But I've
You've
never-
never seen me before. You know, real quick, how can you label me something like? Do you want me to label you as a Nazi right now and a racist? You hate my black friend. Because you're white.
I've never said that you were transphobic. I just
No,
said you
but
have a Kakashi hoodie.
You implied that when you walked up. So
How-
I'm just
how
trying.
did I
I'm just
imply
trying.
anything
I'm
by
just
just
trying to
walking
figure
up?
out. Just trying to figure out how can, especially that gentleman, how can he sit here and call me a homophobic, transphobic, and all this? And you, the way your question is wording and saying, how do you support the trans community, is that you were implying that I don't support them, and as a conservative, I wouldn't be able to support them because of my political beliefs, which is a false
I
narrative.
was just asking a question, dude.
I know, and I'm
you're
giving you my
making a lot of
answer.
assumptions about me because I'm just a person that's walking up and asking questions.
Exactly.
I'm really curious about your organization. Is that a better question to ask?
There you go. So, what we do is we go around trying to, because the far left and the far right, the alt-right, which we have no ties with, we don't like them, we're conservative, we're more moderate and libertarian, I would say. And the fact of the matter is, if you look at the political spectrum right now, we are completely separated. There is no dialogue much anymore. You can't just get in a room as a liberal and as a conservative Republican and talk to each other and have a debate. There is no. The left calls us Nazis, and we call them liberal crybabies, soy boys. That needs to stop. We have this YouTube channel. Yes, we're a little bit of controversial. We go around trying to break that gap. Well, yes, we'll have some derogatory, like they made a sign, not me, but they made a sign. It's okay to be white. As a Muslim guy as the host and a black guy, they did that so because people would see that and go, because the whole thing about the white supremacy going on around the world, it's the honest truth. So that when people see that, they're going, okay, these guys support white supremacy. But when they come over, they talk to us and they find out what we're really about. We're trying to just bridge that gap, trying to find out if you label as a liberal, we're trying to figure out what your viewpoints are, our viewpoints are. Instead of just coming over here and calling like that gentleman did, you're transphobic, homophobic, all these things, not saying you, but the guy that was screaming that. I'm not going around, going up or down, running up and down, straight pride in Capitol Hill. I live in Capitol. I have gay friends. I support them. I come out. Actually, me and my gay friend, we went to a bar drinking one night. We got jumped and beat up by Antifa members in black masks because of my beliefs. Because he's a conservative gay guy, and they're like, you can't be gay and like support the conservative party. How? Who are you to say that? You know what I mean? Like, I support.
I'm disassociating throughout this entire conversation, so I'm really more of a ghost more than anything. As a background character, it just seems kind of interesting, this whole thing. I mean, with the big lights and everything, you're really attracting a lot of attention. Though I would also say you should probably, if you want to advocate as in terms of an alternative road of conservatism, you should probably wear a suit. Anyway, I'm gonna float away now. Bye.
Well, why should I wear a suit if I'm a conservative?
So these guys are taking your picture back.
Hey.
So what y'all do? Y'all do like a YouTube channel?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. We're just going around trying
Yeah.
the far left and the far right, not even the far right, just the Republican and Democratic parties right now in the political scene are completely separated. There's hard to really bridge that gap. So we actually they made a YouTube channel. I do security for them. Our other host isn't here. So tonight I'm filling in just to do a little bit of commentary because my name, I live in this neighborhood. My name has been slandered by Antifa, which I don't even think I have the flyer anymore at this point.
What is that shit again? That's the
Anti-fascist, so they call themselves.
So they put these, I had a gentleman rip half of it up, but that's my name. I ripped down 101 of these. Four of them said to kill me. And so, like,
That's insane.
Yeah, so I actually have a harassment suit going with the police department right now. We're trying to figure out who's the one putting these flyers up and writing that. It's getting to a point where I've been jumped now, leaving bars because I do security for these guys. And all we really do, yes, we're a little controversial.
White people got so many problems with your shit then.
Because we're a Republican YouTube channel. We're not a liberal or Democratic. And the thing is, we try to provoke a conversation. So like our other host, he's a Muslim Republican, he's black, and they made a sign that says it's okay to be white. So when people see that, they're carrying that like, oh, you guys are white supremacists. Wait, you're black and Muslim. How is that possible? But the thing is that brings them to come over and talk to us, and then they realize that as a conservative, as the Republican Party, we're not all against everything that people say. The mainstream media, like when you say you're Republican, the mainstream media will label you as you're pro-choice. You don't believe in pro-life. You don't believe in pro-choice when it comes to abortions. I know a lot of Republicans that believe in pro-choice. They say that they hate the gay community, the trans community. I'm a conservative. I don't hate the gay community. I have gay friends and trans friends. If they would talk to us and find this stuff that we're not a hateful, like alt-right, Nazi, crappy, whatever they say, they would understand that, but they listen to CNN, they listen to all these online things, and they don't bridge that gap. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really nonsense. So we're trying, as an independent journalist company, to break that, trying to bring that dialogue back, show people that we're, as a Republican, we actually have a lot of liberal views, and we literally, we should come together as Americans and fix this political divide, and that's the only way to do that. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is that Antifa, they say they're anti-fascist and all these things. They use the same tactics as the Nazis did against the Jews. Putting flyers up about me is what the Nazis would do against Jews back in the day. And they say that they're anti-fascist. We technically are anti-fascist. At the end of the day, they're actually they fight fascism they fight anti-fascism with fascism. So it's hard to like really wrap your head around a organization as Antifa when they go around doing these kind of things. They've hurt people with their jobs. Like they've put their addresses. They know where I live. They broke into my car. You know what I mean?
Damn,
yeah.
And
I do nothing besides do security for two guys that do a YouTube channel.
And you guys channel your channel.
Yeah. So if anything, like I'm actually the host. I'm the one who should be slandered, not him.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So it's interesting, isn't it?
That's wild. That's pretty crazy.
But I'm the one who gets all the heat. I've been jumped. I get car broken into. 101 of these flyers around my neighborhood.
You doing security?
I'm banned from about all these bars now. Like, I have to go, if I want to go drink in my neighborhood, I have to go to Belltown now or Ballard because I can't even come in my neighborhood anymore. I have to take my gay friends to another part of town. My gay friends come out here. They're like, Zach, come out, hang out with me. I'm like, I can't now because these bouncers are half Antifa members. They won't admit it, but they're half Antifa members, and they've put my name and slander me, saying I'm a dangerous person. If you ran my criminal record, I have 2 speeding tickets. I'm not a violent individual.
Yeah.
I do security for a living.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just goes to show that what the radical left has really done to conservatives around this area. Now, I don't care if you're liberal, I don't care if you're conservative. I mean,
honestly, I'm not even that knowledgeable about that shit. I don't even fuck with it.
That's how I used to be myself.
And we don't really care, right? I mean, your belief is your own belief.
Without a doubt.
Exactly. But I don't think it's right to go out and openly say to kill people because of their political beliefs. It's a political freaking belief, for God's sake.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's some wild shit.
Yeah, so that's what we're going around tonight, just trying to get people's opinion, especially in my neighborhood now, and in front of the bars. Like that bouncer over there is now taking my picture seven times. Like I'm a criminal. Like I could walk up and down the streets in my neighborhood, go running errands for groceries or whatever. People see my face because of those flyers.
Like why they doing that shit? So crazy. Like what is it?
Because that's just the way they do.
That's the way they handle things. That's the way, because they know that we're making a like.
They feel offended by.
They feel like we might turn the city into a Republican city, and they feel like we're trying to
Which means what? That it won't be good for the.
They think that it's going, because right now we have the Democratic, it's been a Democratic Party in Seattle and in Washington for about almost 20 years now. And you see the way the Democratic mayor's done things, like the drug problem's huge, the homeless problem's huge. I feel like if we got a Republican mayor in here, a Republican governor, we can clean up the drug problem. And not in a bad way, like giving them actual help, getting them sources, you know what I mean? But the Democratic Party doesn't help them. Like they raise taxes up. Republicans lower taxes. You lower taxes, it's better for the economy. There's a lot of things that like help out. So they feel as if we go out and do these things, because we're growing. Our channel is actually averaging about 130,000 views a video. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers now after like 3 months of hard work.
Damn.
Yeah, so the fact of the matter is that they feel now that we have a voice, and now they're targeting their security guard. Yeah.
Right.
And
because we're threatening their rhetoric. That's
and we're exposing their hatred. We're exposing their intolerance. You know what I mean? Like they say they're tolerant when they're not tolerant. Like
I mean, I was just speaking to somebody right here on the side. I was asking them like, "Hey, who are these people with these cameras and shit?" Or like, and they were just telling me, "Y'all motherfuckers, some racist motherfuckers."
Yes.
So,
how can I be racist when I'm hanging out with him? You know what I mean? That makes it not real. I want to beat him up. Like, you know what I mean?
That's so funny.
Yeah,
because I was just wondering, I'm like, man, what's going on here?
So when they told you that we were racist, did you think that we were racist like at first glance?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So like that's how they spit things. That's why we're trying to come out here and even right now, I could possibly get jumped, milkshake, beat up, shot. Who knows? Because of who I am.
Are you like mostly like hated by like the gay community type shit? Like
no, not at all. Actually, I have a lot of friends in the gay community, especially in this hill, that don't have a problem. It's just it's that Antifa group is now pushing that narrative that I'm such a hateful, racist, transphobic, xenophobic, homophobic.
That's what they were saying and shit.
Yeah. And it's nuts because that's not who I am. If you talk to me for 5 minutes, you're actually gonna like me as an individual. You'd want to go get a beer with me and we hang out. Go, you know what I mean? Do whatever.
That's cool.
I support anything. You know what I mean? Like, but that's the thing is that. Because I protect these guys who have a YouTube channel, they label me as a Nazi and all those things, and it's gotta stop. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, crazy, isn't it?
That is pretty wild.
Yeah.
For real, you be getting a lot of heat and shit, huh?
I mean, it's not gonna stop me from doing what I'm gonna do because I mean, if anything, it's motivating me to continue on.
Exactly. They're feeling your fuel and shit.
Yeah, exactly. They're giving me like, before all this stuff happened, I was a nobody in Capitol Hill, hanging out with my friends. Now I walk around and everybody fucking looks at me like, hey, there's that guy. There's that guy. whether they like me or they don't like me, they're like, so there's that guy. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You gotta take that now. And so because of that, I hold myself to even a higher standard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go around cussing hardly anymore. It's hard. You know what I mean? Just little things. You know what I mean? Because I have such a public eyeball on me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just the thing. They're waiting for me to slip up. They're waiting for me to do something stupid. And I'm not gonna give them anything. Even if I get jumped, I'm not fighting back. I'm not gonna sit there and knock someone out. Like I'll sit there and I'll get beat up because I'm not gonna sit there. They say I'm a dangerous person. So you know what? Kick my fucking ass. Even though
Wow,
I
I
can defend
love
myself
that.
and I have combat skills, I'm not going to sit there and fight back now at this point because you know why? They make them look fucking stupid.
Exact. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's what you got to do, though, bro.
Just need to get to know you and shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, and that's
crazy.
what we're trying to do. We're trying to bridge that fucking intolerance gap. We're trying to like bring that debate, that conversation, that dialogue
See, the
back.
thing with me, man, I'm not even knowledgeable about this politic type shit.
And you don't have to be. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not.
Like you just hang out and live your life. You know what I mean? Like that's
You know
what's
what
cool
I'm saying?
too.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like I'm not even really knowledgeable about that type of shit. So it's like, man, it don't fuck with me. I don't take shit personal. I don't. You know what I'm saying? You cool, we cool.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. That shit gets really fucking detailed, gets really crazy, and people be taking shit offensively without actually knowing you, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, like about 10 minutes ago, I was just spat on by some chick.
She recognized who he was, and so she walked by, and then she just spit on him and continued walking.
And then
That is fucking crazy.
yeah, and then the other week, I think it was 2 Mondays ago, I was having a speaking event at the University of Washington, and one of the Antifa members actually tried to chain the door closed. Now, at first glance, you're probably thinking, oh, that's probably just a joke, but if you're to really look into it, he's like, dude, 5 things could have happened. He listed off, like, off the top of his head. They could have lit the room on fire. They could have, poked guns through the holes of the windows and shot it up.
There's nowhere
Tear
for us
gas.
to go at that point,
Yeah.
Like who knows what they were gonna do?
But how do you feel about this shit? The way
I mean, it like he said, it just fuels my fire, man. Like, screw these people. I'm not gonna let these people get to me.
That's what they want us to do. They want us to stop talking. They want us to stop making YouTube videos. That's their goal. That's their end goal. They're trying to intimidate us with all the violence, hatred, fascism, slandering you, whatever they can to shut us up. But we're not going to stop. We're trying to literally bring America back
That's like the
and bring the
purpose of
divide.
your guys'
Yes,
shit.
we're trying to bring the divide back. Even though we believe we support the president, we support America, we support the Constitution, we're still trying to bring that divide back. We're trying to show the people that we need to come together as a community and love each other, regardless if you're Democrat, regardless if you're a centrist, regardless if you're Republican. We need to come together and love each other.
All right.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Okay,
How
so-
long has this channel been growing?
Like 6
3 months
months,
it's blown up.
explosive growth in the past 3 months. So actually, we gotta wrap up here. So hey, anyways, it was really, really wonderful meeting you. Yeah.
I'm gonna go smoke this motherfucking joint.
I can't even walk up and down to go grocery shopping in the street. People like recognize me from the flyers and they jump across the street and they think I'm gonna beat them up or something. I don't know. It's like really, it hurts, in a sense. You know what I mean? And that's where we're at right now. Is with
Could I
this.
tell you that I wouldn't be afraid of you?
Good, thank you. Finally.
See?
Like,
That's
More
awesome.
so because I'm a badass woman and I always carry at least a taser and like 3 knives on me,
There you
so
go, yeah.
you honestly wouldn't stand a chance against me. But continue.
but no, that's awesome. But that's the thing is that it's unfortunate because they labeled me. What I said, 101 of these have been. I ripped them down all through this neighborhood, saying I'm a dangerous person. And all
Okay,
this
let me
stuff.
ask you a question. So I see that your sign says it's okay to be white. Tell me about that.
So a little bit about that is they did a YouTube video and thanks, man.
See, and that's a perfect example right there.
So he recognized who I was and just started calling me a piece of shit.
Okay, anyway,
But
continue.
anyways, so they did a YouTube, which our other host isn't here. He's actually a Muslim conservative. So those two, we have a Muslim guy.
Do you even realize the insensitivity of
Hey,
you
can you
filming
get
this
her out of
spot
here?
next to a homeless person sleeping on the street in Seattle?
Yeah. Hey, we're in the middle of an interview.
We're in a
public
Are you
space.
from
We're allowed
here?
public
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
come
we're all
here?
from Seattle.
Then why
Yeah.
are you
Hey, can you get out of our
filming
interview,
your
please?
fucking bullshit spot next to a homeless person sleeping on the street?
Really? Why
You should
don't
be disgusted with
why don't you tell your Democrats to go clean up the homeless problem?
Oh, did
Tell-
you say my Democrats?
Yeah,
Did you hear him assuming
tell
that
your
we're
Democrat
Democrats because these are-
tell your Democrat governor to go clean it up, or elect a Republican. How about that? Anyways, I'm so sorry. Go
We
ahead.
could move down for a second I mean.
Just move down a little bit.
Good Lord.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So we actually. Yeah. So anyways, you were saying something. I'm so sorry. Go
He was
ahead.
talking about the okay to be white. So anyways, back to that, is that our other host, who's a Muslim conservative, and the other host, Dion, they were doing Is It Okay to Be White sign. So that was their sign, it was their video. I was just putting the thumbnail because by the end of the shoot, we had about 4 or 5 protest people with their own signs. So I held the sign up because they were, even during the shoot and everything, when they were doing the shoot, they were ignoring them with who had the sign and just come to me and go, screw that white guy because he thinks it's okay to be white. I'm like, I'm not even homeless, I'm just doing security. Like, I'm not even the one doing the YouTube video.
So, okay, but when somebody commits a crime in most people's eyes, right, if you're a part of it, that also means that you are also considered doing that crime in the first place. So that's just purely based upon like rules and regulations.
Guilty by association. what you're saying.
Correct, yeah. So The only thing that I wonder about this sign is, I mean, I wouldn't go down the street saying it's okay for me to be, I'm not assuming that this was your sign, but I would never go down the street saying it's okay to be white, and I would never go down the street saying it's okay to be black. I would say it's okay to be whatever the fuck color you want.
Exactly.
And that was the reason for the video, is that because there's these narratives where people say it's okay to be this and that, and it's like, no. So when they made the sign, they were trying to provoke a conversation, get people to come over, and when they came over, that's what they were trying to say, is that it's okay to be whatever you want to be.
Most people on the streets, though, do not want to come up to you and have a conversation. Most people on the streets either want to spit at you, they want to yell at you, they want to say move, get out of the street, or they're going to wave and smile. Nobody's actually going to come up to you and say, hey, how you doing, man? Hey, tell me about your sign.
We're trying to change. Like, we're trying to, and that's the idea behind the YouTube channels. We're trying to bring back that community, that American loving spirit that people used to have. Why should we walk around and hate each other? So like you just said, spit on each other, tell each other to move, ignore each other, tell people to fuck off, leave each other off. We're trying to bring that back. Whatever your demographic is, whatever your gender is, whatever your sexual preference is, whatever your skin color is, we want to be able to bring that back. You know what I mean? We want to be able to love each other no matter who you are, whether you're Democrat, you're Republican, you're centrist, you're gay, you're straight.
Okay, but say, for example, he was yelling at that person, calling them a Democrat. In that case, that would also not be okay, right? Because you want to be better than what they're being.
Sure, yeah.
And you need to set the example if you want other people to follow.
Sure, yeah, I can follow. I can get behind that.
Okay.
I mean, but you do understand that this happens more to us than you'll care to admit.
Okay, I don't know.
Almost
that
on a daily
I don't know that
basis.
for sure, though. I don't have any kind of
But no,
proof.
but you're right,
But at the
you're
same
right.
time, like, you
totally
need to be the change that you want to see in the world.
agree.
And
That's
if you're
what we're
going
trying
out even yelling at somebody that's yelling at you, then you're also participating in
It gives them power, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, no, no, you're actually right about that. Yeah.
I like it.
I like you.
Thanks, I mean.
But I mean, do you agree with all the slander type stuff? I mean, you know, this isn't this isn't a new thing. This happens to conservatives all across the country.
Like, we've had lawyers lose their jobs, we've had doctors lose their jobs, because Antifa will find out they're conservative, they voted for Trump. Whether they never voted for him in the past, they just voted for him because he has good business policies. Like, I don't like the guy personally, Trump. I like some of his policies, a couple of them, not saying all of them. But at the end of the day, it's frustrating that they can go around and literally on Twitter publicly, Antifa can post, say, we're going to dox you, we're going to find your location, we're going to harass you, we're going to send guys with guns to your house.
I do believe, though, that they could end up being countersued with slander.
That's what we got to find out who it is. And I actually have a civil suit right now and a harassment with SPD trying to figure out who's putting up these flyers.
But even then, all the damage has already been done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, tell me then what the accomplishment would be that you're trying to
we're trying to
have.
The end goal would be trying to go after Twitter, and that would be the thing, is because Twitter in their community guidelines says that they don't allow.
Twitter is so over. It's so over.
No,
so I mean, give it another couple years, it'll be expired. If anything, I usually call it twatter. So.
You're great. No, but even the same thing with awesome. Facebook as well. I feel like Facebook, most social media is in
big tech.
Facebook's going to be a little bit longer. I'd say 10 at least. Okay. Honestly, because they have the groups, they have community pages, they have so much more than Twitter. Twitter is just I took a dump. I ate a fucking bowl of cereal. Nobody fucking cares. Honestly.
He's got one of your flyers.
Just keep it away.
See, and here's another example.
Sir. We know.
Yeah. There's been 101 of those.
His name's Queequeg too, so I know him from security.
But yeah. So, Miss, would you identify as conservative, moderate, liberal?
So I believe in everything and nothing at the same time. Sure. Being completely open-minded is exactly the way to go, because if you're one way or the other, if I say then voted for Trump, then that makes it seem like I'm okay with everything that's going on, correct?
Yeah.
Same thing with Hillary. I choose to be directly in the middle. I take what I like, I take what I don't like. I don't necessarily have a complete opinion. It's the same thing of being I only date white guys, I only date black guys, but who knows, maybe this black guy down the street could totally change my mind. I never have a 100% on either side.
I love that answer.
I wish more people were like you, to be honest. It would bridge that whole divide and the whole angle. If we had more people like you with that same mindset, America would be a greater place, in my opinion. It's already a great country, but we need to come where your mindset is, and that's how my mindset mostly is, and his too. And that's why we have this YouTube channel. We're trying to bring that, pick and choose what you want, love each other, come together. You know what I mean? Don't be hateful. Like you said, if you you like white guys now, and if you like me personally, like I dated a bunch of white girls, I've dated a bunch of black girls, I've dated a bunch. There was a time where I just thought I was like, I'll just marry a white girl. Well, now after dating a bunch, I don't know who I'm gonna marry. Because I have a preference of all. You know,
could be a fucking man for all I know. I mean,
exactly. You know, you never know. And that's what we're trying to come at is that don't judge and hate because anything could change. You know what I mean? Just simply could change. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you read about him? Yeah, he's fascist.
Oh yeah, and we just had a great conversation.
What did I say? You're participating. You're literally fueling the fire.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're good.
Anyways,
it's time to move this.
Yeah. Okay. So hey, it was really great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It was a really wonderful interview. Yeah. Awesome. And you're also super pretty, so we're probably gonna use you as clickbait as well.
Hold on. Hold on. Up in the club.
Bye, guys.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot. We appreciate it.